Hi everyone. So this is Tarni, UX UI designer. I think we are meeting twice in this week, in the last week as well. Today's topic is like most of the people are having the doubts whether they can pursue their career in UX UI or not, whether the career switching will be correct one or not in this current situation. So for them, I want to suggest that like there are not only UX UI, there are so many other roles related to UX UI. When it comes to user experience and user interface, there are a lot of roles that has been there. If you're confused to take which one suits you, so here is the list and who can get into UX UI design. So there are two types of answers for this. The first one is students who have studied their graduation in arts, psychology, humanities, BBA, IT, or engineering in electrical or anything, computer interaction, or anything can get into this field. The second one is passion. Passion is something that drives people to something that which they have never done yet. So if you are interested in learning any things in depth, or if you like research and you like to know so many things, and you are interested in analytics, you are suitable for this job, and you can just directly go into this field if you are a person. If you find yourself like towards this UX UI design, of course you can give it a try. So before you make the decisions, know the fundamentals of UX UI design. You can read some of the books like Design of Everyday Things by Donald Norman or Don't Make Me Think by Steve Kirk. So these two books helped me a lot when I was studying UX UI. And you can also read some blogs of UX UI from the UX Planet, UX Gorilla, Usability Goals, etc. There are so many things are there, so you can check that. Actually, we know that is UX and UI. UI is something user interface designs, which like mostly people involved in working on visual designs and enhancing the visual hierarchy, typography, setting up the color theory, so many things. So making it visually appealing. So that is one. And if you don't know, there are a lot of job roles under the user interface design part. So let's get into that. Let's see one by one, like which one stands for what. First one is visual designer. They mostly create the concepts, artworks, and layouts for the digital products based on the creative briefs that has been given to them from the clients and also from the management. Second one is UI strategist. They synthesize the user research and business data to build the product roadmap, and also they review the user stories within a given design sprint to ensure the objectives, goals, and the requirements are clear. The third one is content strategist. Constitutes the planning, designing, editing, and publishing the relevant contents based on the company's business objectives and the user needs. And the fourth one is UI innovator. So they decide the emotional and aesthetic experience of a UI. Fifth one is lead user experience designer, and they take charge of devices interaction strategy in synchronization with the client's business goals and the user goals. Actually, they focus on all the aspects of the product management, including branding, marketing, designing, usability testing, functions, and so many things. And the sixth one is UI writer. They mostly involve in writing the micro copies of that for the apps and websites and other digital products user needs to navigate throughout that. Then the seventh one is product designers. Product designers are someone who oversees the design process of the product from the start to end, or the enhancement of the product. For example, is there any improvement that needs to be done in a feature, or some sort of thing needs to be introduced into the product? They will work on it from the start to end as well for that. So product designer's job is to follow the design process throughout the journey, even though it's a new product or an existing product. And UI designers create the interactive visual elements. If you are viewing some websites, there is some sort of visual elements that is jumping here and there. There are some sort of micro interactions happening that will keep you interactive, and the design is so intuitive. So that depends on the UI designers. Whomever is designing the product, if they want to make it more interactive to the user, they will include so many creative visual elements into it, and they set up a design system throughout, like because they know what are the colors and typographies that suits. They set up the design system throughout the journey from the start to the end. That's what the UI designers do. And then the motion designers. Motion designers creates the artwork for the television or a film or web. This could include movie clips, commercials, trailers, and whatever the visual things that are happening during. If you take a trailer of a new film, that is a title track or a title sequence. So the motion graphic designers or motion designers, they work on this. They use visual effects, animations, and other cinematographic and other cinematic techniques to bring life to their creations. Okay, coming to the second set of jobs, that is user experience designer. So what they do mostly, what they usually do, they conduct user research, they collect the data, they will find out what is the best possible solution that we can give it to the user for the particular product they are working on, and they create wireframes and prototypes. The first job is user experience designer, where they focus on all aspects of the product. UX designer is focused on all aspects of the product development, including design, usability, function, marketing, and branding. Of course, they involve in all the things, as just like the lead user experience designer just I have told, because the same way they involve in everything. Their work touches the entire end-to-end journey of the product till it reaches the user, and includes identifying the new opportunities for the product and the business as well. And the interaction designer. Interaction designers are something, they find out the way that how the user interacts with the product. They make it more simpler for the user to connect with the product, and also they use the principles of good communication to create the desired user experiences. And then the third one is UX researcher. UX researcher systematically targets users to collect and analyze the data that will help inform the product design process. In order to develop the products to satisfy the user needs, you first understand who the user is and what the user need is. The fourth one is UX architect. UX architect is essentially a UX specialist with a high-level view of a product or a design. They mostly concerned with the structure and flow based on the in-depth user and market research. To achieve this, UX architects will work closely with the UX researchers, and also they will conduct their research themselves if needed. And the fifth one is UX generalist. UX generalist is someone who can manage both the design and the research process. So instead of having the two specialists as UX and UI, we can have it as a UX generalist. Most of the startups and budding companies will prefer the UX generalist to make the work more simple. Then the sixth one is junior UX designer. You can easily able to get from the name itself. This is mostly for the freshers who are entering into the UX field as a newbie. And the seventh one is UX prototyper. The goal of the prototyper is to test the flow of a UX design process and the solution, and also gather the feedback based on their presentation from both the internal and external parties before constructing the final product. And the UX writer. UX writer mostly writes the microcopies of the app's website, same as UI writer. And the ninth one is information architect. Information architects creates, manipulate contents and information in order to enhance the product and impact the understanding and readability. And the 10th one is UX strategist, with the deep understandings of the UX and also the importance of putting the users first. The UX strategist takes business needs into goals and advises the decision makers on how to compete in their chosen market. But keep in mind, though the UX designer roles can mean different. UX Gorilla has conducted a research study, and these are the results. And this is the percentage breakthrough of UX job locations in India. In India, the companies with employees size between 1,001 to 5,000 have the maximum job postings for this UX and UI. So here it is. Also, you can check the average salary of the user experience designer in the pay scale as well as in the Glassdoor. Okay, remember that since all careers of the UX are closely connected, you don't need to take a decision right away on which role to go with. With time, you will have a better idea of how you want to steer your user experience design career. Still, if you have any doubts, list all the job roles that I have just mentioned and make it clear that what and all suits you and what doesn't, and choose it wisely. Thank you so much for watching. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.